It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi and welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host Joel Shit. If this stuff is showing up, it's just the baseball cards I'm working on. And if it's not showing up now, you know I'm working on baseball cards. So I turned 31 a few days ago, and when I was in my 20s I used to use AOL a lot. And I'd look at the chat rooms, and one of the chat rooms was Bay Area, California, over 30. And I always thought, someday I'm going to get to go into that room. And people would often say, hey, you should go into that room because it's not as stupid as the regular Bay Area, California room. And I would always be like, no, 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 the room is called Bay Area, California, over 30. I can wait my turn. And then over time, the Bay Area, California room died. So then I started sitting in the San Francisco room because that was an AOL room, so that room is never going to die. And it hasn't, although it is a lot emptier than it used to be. But so I turned 31, and I said, finally, after 12 years of America Online, I can finally go in the Bay Area, California over 30 room, because 31 is over 30. And so I went and looked for the room the other day, and I couldn't find it. It died too. So now what do I have? I've spent the last 12 years of my life looking forward to using the Bay Area, California over 30 room, and now it's gone. I could always start it myself, but it's not the same. I like to use what's already out there. So I will still use the San Francisco room. Never really say anything in it. I just kind of sitting there. Because, in this day and age, it's very easy to leave a computer on with always on internet and broadband. You can meet all kinds of broads with your band on AOL and your broadband. So it's great. But, so that was, to me, was the whole point of turning 31. Because, let's face it, Baskin-Robbins doesn't do anything for you. So, speaking of frozen treats, I had Jamba Juice this morning, and I wasn't planning on it, but I'd gone to my P.O. box, and the light at Hamilton and Lee is a pain in the ass, and it turned yellow, and I said, to hell with this. I looked left and I looked right, and there were no cops, and so I went, and the light turned red right before I entered the intersection. This happens a lot when you don't speed. I'm trying really hard not to speed, and so I've been running a lot of red lights. It's kind of like chewing tobacco when you quit smoking. You're really just trading one for another. But I didn't look behind me. There's a cop behind me. Really weird. You'd think they would have said, they would have done something. So I went to Jamba Juice because he didn't have his lights on yet, and I went to the parking lot, so then he couldn't get me. So I'm free. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email Joel at joelshitshow.com.